Hey guys, it's Melanie. Welcome back, or welcome if you are new. I hope you're having a fantastic day. It's Friday once again. Another week has just completely flown by, so that means that it's time for another episode of my long-running series of a weekly beauty chit chat. If you're new around here, this is a video series where I just chit chat about all of the fun, frivolous, completely unnecessary beauty products that I was personally loving or obsessing about over the course of the past week. As always, I have a fun little lineup from this past week, and as always, I will list and link everything that I'm talking about in the description box right below this video here. If you'd like to purchase any of these items, read up other people's reviews, or look at in-depth ingredient information, I try to make it easy for you to find everything, so check out the description box if you are so inclined. But before we get into it, I hope you had a great week. I had a pretty good week myself. I'm still kind of stuffy from this cold that just seems to linger forever, but honestly, I felt a lot better this week. Yeah, I had a great week. So I am looking forward to the weekend. We actually don't have any events going on, so I get the weekend off. And I'm just honestly looking forward to sleeping in and hanging out with the dogs per usual. So anyway, let me know what you are up to this weekend in the comments down below. And also don't forget to let me know what you were loving and obsessing about as well. So, all right, let's go ahead and get into it. And we're gonna start with the usual, which is perfume. So let's dive into the perfumes for this past week. I have 3 fragrances that I want to mention from this past week. And the first one is actually a fragrance empty as well. I finished another perfume. I'm always pretty proud of myself when I manage to finish a fragrance because I have a pretty extensive perfume collection. But this one here, I could not stop using this. Now granted, it is obviously a travel size, so they're easier to get through. But I tell you what, I have travel sizes in my collection that I've had for like 2 or 3 years, and I still haven't worked my way through them. So that really says something for this fragrance. I have gotten a ton of compliments on this one, and I think that's probably one of the reasons why I just kept wearing it, besides the fact that I also am obsessed with it. But other people love this fragrance. So if you're looking for something that seems to be pretty universally liked, I would highly recommend checking out the Maison Louis Marie No. 14 Celia Eau de Parfum. I will have the fragrance notes going across the screen here, but in short, this is definitely a true clean white floral. It has just a little bit of muskiness to it, not too much. Has a little bit of sweetness to it, not too much. It's really a perfectly balanced, clean floral scent that I think honestly a lot of you guys would really enjoy. If you are in the market for a new fragrance for the summer, if you're looking for a signature fragrance, I think this would be a fabulous signature fragrance. It's a great option for daytime. I also like this one in the evening. I do like to pair just a little touch of amber with this one for an evening wear. So what I have mixed this with is either my Ellis Brooklyn Raven or my Bastide Ombre Marquis. Either of those have been a fantastic pairing with this one. But I mean, I gotta tell ya, just even on its own, it is so absolutely perfect. If you happen to be popping into your local mall this weekend, and if there's a Sephora, you gotta step into the store. You have to check this one out. Come back and tell me what you think about it. This is one of those scents that I will absolutely repurchase. I'm gonna try to find it on sale. Now, Sephora is not having any sales right now, but I do have some points. I could definitely apply some points and save some money on a repurchase of this one. But also I think it would be worth even paying the full price for this particular fragrance because the quality is really there. It has fantastic lasting power. It has great projection. And like I said, I've gotten an amazing response in terms of compliments with this one. So if you're in the market for a new fragrance, I honestly cannot say enough good things about this one. Check it out. And sadly, I have to retire this bottle now, but yeah, she's gonna be coming home to me again. There's no way that I will not have that in my collection going forward. So yeah, I'll see if I can find it on sale somewhere right now, but even if I can't, gosh, I might just go ahead and buy it. I have had some of you say in some previous videos that you found that at your local Marshalls or TJ Maxx for a decent price point. So I did pop into my local TJ Maxx earlier this week on my way home from work one day. They didn't have it, but I will be on the hunt. I don't want to go through the summer without that. So some way or another, I'm gonna get my hands on more of that. I tell you that. Okay, the next two fragrances are a little bit more fruity. So if you're not into the florals, you should check out either of these two options here. This first fruity one I'm gonna talk about is the 7 Virtues Clementine Dream. This is one of the newest scents from the 7 Virtues. This has a beautiful citrus note. Oh, it's so fresh. It's really clean smelling. It is one of those scents that just puts you in a good mood. Like, it's just a happy scent, right? Sometimes I feel like citrus is the fragrance note, or the type of fragrance note, because there's lots of different citrus notes out there, but I feel like most citrus notes are just really happy fragrances to my nose. And this is another one of those where it's just so absolutely perfect. Honestly, if I wasn't wearing the last couple of spritzes of this Acelia, I think I would have probably worn this one again today. But I tell you what, you gotta check it out. Again, if you're at the mall this weekend, and if there is a Sephora, you can find this one in store. It's a stunner. It's great on its own. I have blended it with a few other things. I think that I want to do another perfume mixing type video coming up here soon. I really love blending different fragrances together and coming up with new interesting concoctions. It kind of scratches that itch when I'm craving a new scent. I can go into my pretty extensive collection and start pairing some things together and getting a new fragrance experience for myself, which is nice because then I don't have as much of an urge to go out and try something new. So, but anyway, this, if you have had this on your list, I'm telling you, it's worth checking out. Love the quality of all of the 7 Virtue fragrances in my collection. They are fabulous. The last fragrance I want to mention is another fruity option. This is Zamaya Anhar Valley. I'm not going to talk about this one too much because I did formally review it this week. So if you missed the review, I'll link it in my description box as well. But if you like apple, you're going to want to check this one out. I'm telling you, so fruity and fun, and just another one of those happy fragrances. My daughter really likes this one too. She's actually asked me if she can have this. Told her she can borrow it whenever she wants, but she can't just swipe it from my collection. My daughter is 13 and she loves fragrance just as much as I do, so it's really fun for me to share this hobby with her. And I tell you what, girlfriend has good taste. I feel like our tastes are mostly similar. She definitely is a vanilla girly at heart, so a lot of the fragrances in my collection really appeal to her, but she also likes a lot of fruity scents as well, and the fruitiness of this one just immediately caught her attention. So anyway, Zamaya is a fantastic fragrance brand. This is an Arabic brand. These fragrances come out of the UAE, and I am so insanely impressed by the quality for the price point. I keep mentioning that when I'm reviewing these Zamaya fragrances, but the vast majority are like in the $30 to $40 price range for this size. This is 3.4 fluid ounces. Now, Zamaya did give me a discount code, so you can use that and you can save even a little bit more money. It is for 15% off. I'll have it in the description box, like I said. But I tell you what, if you are in the market for full-sized fragrances with beautiful, unique packaging and amazing performance, you have to check Zamaya out. I love this brand so much that I got 2 more scents from them to be able to review. So this is their tiramisu caramel, and I actually wore this when I was delivering my event orders last weekend actually. The amount of compliments that I got on this tiramisu caramel. Do you need a gourmand? Do you need to smell like an actual snack? If you do, you need this. And it's crazy affordable. It is so affordable, you guys. I think I'm gonna take a break, obviously with the exception of this, because I'll need to repurchase this. But I'm really digging the whole Arabic perfume vibe right now. I just cannot get past the price point for the quality. Like, this is just something that is blowing my mind. I have had it on my list to try some of these companies for a while now, but I just always thought, like, it's kind of too good to be true, right? It's not. It is not. I also ordered the Paris Corner Marshmallow Blush fragrance. That one is not here yet. So, but that is supposed to be a dupe for the KLE, what is it? The Yum Bougie Marshmallow. I'm actually almost finished with my travel size of that one, and I wanted the full size. But if this marshmallow blush is a dupe for it, I'm gonna be saving so much money. So much money. The marshmallow blush was on sale for, I think, $47. I'll link where I got it down below, but so good. Also, this is their Awatif. This one appealed to me because this is actually a dupe for one of Stella's favorite fragrances. So I'll be reviewing this one as well. But I mean, look at this. First of all, the presentation of this one is, look at the little flower petals. I love it. This is so beautiful and unique. Like, this is just like, if I'm going to be gifting perfume in the future, I think I'm going to be gifting these fragrances, because this is so much like more beautiful in terms of presentation than a lot of other fragrances that I have purchased in the past. So if I'm looking for a gift for someone, guess what you're getting? You're getting perfume from Zamaya or Paris Corner or Lattafa. Lattafa is the other brand that a lot of you guys have recommended to me, and that will be what I dig into when we get a little further into, I think, June here. So I'll pick up some stuff from Lattafa in June. But anyway, so that's it for perfume. Let's move on to just one quick hair care mention from this past week. So this is the new Biolage Full Rescue Densifying Leave-In Treatment. The more that I'm using this, the more I'm really liking this. This is a new line from Biolage. I picked this up from Ulta. This has rosemary oil as well as niacinamide in it. This particular line is designed for those whose hair is a little bit more fragile if you will. It is supposed to help kind of stimulate hair growth with the rosemary oil and the niacinamide in here. And also just help keep the hair that you actually have on your head. Now, right now, my hair is in pretty good shape, but I'm always looking to try new products that keep my fine, thin hair looking its best. And Biolage is a brand that I'm so glad that they are cruelty-free, because there are a number of products from Biolage that I've really enjoyed, and really mostly like the fragrance from Biolage. It has this beautiful, soft, just spa-like scent to it. I don't know, I've always really liked the smell, but the performance of this is fantastic. This almost acts like a thickening spray for my hair. It really adds quite a bit of oomph to it. So that is the thickening spray, well, I guess densifying leave-in spray that I have been using for most of this week. I have also been using the Tresemme Total Volume Mousse still, so this works really well with that. But yeah, I really like how, I'm not gonna say super voluminous, because I'm sure most of you who have been blessed with like enormous amounts of hair, I'm so jealous of you, but you might be looking at this and going, that's that's not a lot of hair. It's not, it's like 57 strands, right? But for me, like this is my hair looking really good, feeling a lot thicker, feeling just lush and full by my standards, which I realize are different from other people's. But anyway, I love that stuff. I also am really enjoying the hair mask. I've used that a couple times this week. Rinses out really clean and does seem to leave my hair feeling a little fuller, a little thicker, if you will. So that's good stuff. If you haven't tried that particular line, I think it's worth checking out. Next, let's go ahead and let's dig into some skincare. In terms of skincare, there are 3 different products that I want to mention this week. The first is the SPF that I reviewed earlier in the week. This is the Vacation Shake Shake SPF 50 Mineral Milk. Again, if you missed this review, I will link it in the description box down below. Love this SPF. This is fabulous. This is a zinc oxide SPF. Despite my skin not being crazy oily anymore, I still find myself gravitating towards zinc oxide as my preferred SPF. I feel like it just protects my skin really well, and it just feels good on the skin. I don't know what it is, but zinc oxide is apparently where it's at for me. So this is a 20.5% zinc oxide here. And if you're in the market for a new, somewhat affordable SPF, this is under $30. I would highly suggest checking this one out. Now, if you are sensitive to fragrance, skip it. This does have a cucumber aloe type scent to it. I don't think it's offensive, but listen, there are a lot of people out there that don't like fragrance in their skincare. There is fragrance present in here, but I find that it dissipates very, very quickly. This is a very different type of SPF because it's very, can you hear that? Like it's really liquidy. It's not a thick, more lotion or cream type texture, which is kind of what I'm used to when it comes to SPF. But I love the texture of this. In the review that I shared, I show a demo of me applying this onto my skin. It goes on like a dream, you guys. It absorbs very quickly. It doesn't leave my skin feeling tight or dry. In fact, I find this formulation to be somewhat hydrating. Probably not hydrating enough for those of you with very dry skin, but definitely I think an SPF worth checking out if you do have a drier skin type and you are looking for a zinc oxide formulation. Definitely check this one out. Maybe just apply a moisturizer prior to applying the SPF and you should be good to go. But if you are someone who is normal, combo, or oily, I think you might actually find this somewhat hydrating for your skin. So I really love this. I honestly cannot say enough good things about it. So if you're interested, check out that review. Really love that product. The next thing that I want to mention is a product from Pacifica, and I think on Monday I'm going to be having this video go up, but I have a skincare updates video that I filmed, and it has 3 different products from Pacifica that I've kind of been playing around with for the last couple of months here, and this is one of those products. This is the Dream Lit Illuminating Lotion with hyaluronic acid and vitamin C. This is what has been giving my skin a really beautiful, like lit from within glow. Like my skin doesn't look shiny or greasy. It just looks like it has this natural glow to it. And it's from this. This has been kind of the last step in my skincare routine before going in with SPF. And I tell you what, the glow from this is lovely. It just, when you first get it out, like it just looks like a regular lotion, but once you work it into the skin, it is amazing. It just makes your skin look so pretty, and like it just has this slight natural glow to it, right? Like look at my dry ass hand over here. But yeah, this just is, it's not greasy. It's not sticky feeling either. It feels good. Like it feels really good. It seems to settle into the skin pretty quickly. And again, there is a slight scent to this one. It's kind of like just a light citrus scent, but I tell you what, if you are not sensitive to fragrance and you are looking for a summertime lit from within glow, but you're sensitive about the glow because maybe you have oily skin. And listen, after years of having oily skin, I know what it's like to not want to look greasy. This does not look greasy on the skin. It's gonna give you a natural lit from within glow, and it's gonna provide a little bit of hydration for your skin from that hyaluronic acid, and you have vitamin C in this formulation. I'm telling you, you'll hear a little bit more about it on Monday, but this is worth checking out. And it's Pacifica, so it's super affordable, so affordable. The last skincare item that I want to mention is the Dermatology HPR eye cream. This is a retinate eye cream. I have mentioned this a number of times in the past here on my channel, and this is actually my second container of this. I am a dermatology partner, so when this was first released, they sent me a bottle of it to be able to try out. As soon as I finished the first bottle, I personally repurchased a second bottle of it because I don't want to be without this. Now, do you need an eye cream? No, you don't. You can actually use your moisturizer underneath your eyes. If you find that it does not cause milia to develop underneath here, use your moisturizer. But personally, I cannot use my tretinoin underneath this delicate eye area here. It's just too much. But I wanted a retinate type product to use in that area. And when they came out with this, it was like the perfect solution for me. I use this probably 5 nights a week. The other couple of nights, I'll usually just bring whatever moisturizer I'm wearing underneath the eye area here. I have a few that work quite well. But I'm telling you, if you are starting to develop some signs of aging underneath your eyes, if you just feel like you need a refresh, if you need some super gentle exfoliation, give this eye cream a try. I've been using it for a long time now. It is a little bit more expensive, I will say that. I do have a discount code that I can put in the description box, but a bottle of this lasts a really long time. So you'll have this for a good long while. And I'm telling you, the effectiveness of this product makes it worth investing in. I have really enjoyed my time here with this particular one, and I will be repurchasing it again when I finish this one. The only thing that I don't like is it's hard for me to kind of tell where I am in the process in terms of how close I am to finishing it. But yeah, other than that, this has just been fabulous. No milia, no irritation, no dryness, just refreshed looking under eyes. So, and at 46, as like a tired mom, I will take it. I'll take it. Okay, let's dig into some makeup. I have a few items that I want to mention from this week. First, I want to give you an update on the blush that I am determined to finish before the end of the summer. This is a very old Lorac blush, but this is one of my favorite blushes of all time. And this was actually my backup here. And this is the pan that we are looking at right now. So you can see that I will probably definitely finish this before the end of the summer here. This is the Lorac blush in the shade Rose. They don't even package the Lorac blushes like this anymore. The new packaging looks like this. So big difference here. I'm telling you, I've had this for years and years and years. But yeah, this is definitely a color that is just super natural on my skin. And on days where I just want a blush that looks really natural, nothing that is over the top or too glowy. This is a matte formulation here. This is what I'm wearing today. I just love that little tiny flush of color that this has been giving me. It really is a lovely formulation. I'll be sad when I do finish this finally, but like I said, I've had it in my collection for a number of years and it's just time to kind of use it up. So I'm gonna keep doing that with lots of the blushes in my collection here. There are a number of them that I'm pretty close to hitting pan on. And as someone who is kind of a reformed, excessive makeup purchaser, purchaser. Is that like a word? I don't think it is, but I used to buy a lot of makeup, you guys. And I just kind of discovered over the years that as I was using things and as I was getting bored with those things, I was just pushing them to the back of the pile. And then I would do these declutters, which was great for my nieces at the time because they got a lot of really expensive eyeshadows, a lot of expensive blushes, anything that was powder that I could easily disinfect and pass along to my nieces, I would do that. So they scored, but it was me just basically throwing a lot of money away. And so I've really slowed my roll in the makeup department and have focused on the things that I have left in my collection, and that feels really good. If you still are one of those people that is just buying all of like the new releases, I'm telling you, you're never gonna get through that stuff. And as much as I did enjoy collecting makeup back in the day, there are times when you look at everything that you have and you're like, oh man, that's blew a lot of money on that. And yeah, as things are tightening up around here, I think it's good that I no longer obsessively spend money on makeup and that I just kind of focus on the things that I already have. And this is a blush that, like I said, I've had in my collection for a long time. And I'm glad it's getting some use because it's a fabulous, fabulous blush. Another product that I have had in my makeup collection for quite some time is I have a number of these Smashbox palettes. They're smaller. They are, I think, right around 30 bucks. This is the Cover Shot Minimalist Eyeshadow Palette. And this is the eyeshadow palette that I've been using for most of this week. It's kind of an interesting one because you've got two different quads in here. This one here is obviously a little bit more neutral, cool toned. This one's a little bit warmer toned. I've mostly been focusing on this end of the palette here, but I have used the shimmer shade on my lid. That one is called, is that Vanilla or is that Deco? I'm gonna go with Vanilla. So this vanilla shade here is what has been on my lid. And then I've been using these two shades here to just put a little bit of color into my crease, provide a little bit of depth there, but nothing crazy. This really is a great minimalist eyeshadow palette. So yeah, I've been a little lazy with my eye makeup this week. So this is a great one to reach for because it just gives me a polished, pretty look without a lot of effort. And like I said, these are affordable eyeshadow palettes. Not that I'm telling you to go out and buy an eyeshadow palette, but if you already have it in your collection or you're looking for a great, simple travel palette, I would definitely recommend checking this one out. It is good, good, good. All right, next, I don't use bronzer too terribly often, but a bronzer that I do love, that I have in my collection, that I've started kind of playing around with a little bit now that we're getting closer to summer. It's from Laura Geller. Of course it's from Laura Geller. I freaking love Laura Geller baked products. This is her Baked Bronze and Brighten bronzer in the shade Medium. Now this is, I love how she does these because you can really, like, especially with this one, you can really see the swirls. So there's some pink in here. There's a little bit of a vanilla shade. There's also a couple different shades of bronze. And when you swirl this all together, it creates the most natural, beautiful, glowy look on your skin. I'm telling you, if you have never checked out Laura Geller anything, this is a brand that I feel like nobody talks about, but it is fabulous. I need more people to discover Laura Geller so that she doesn't ever go out of business, because her Balance and Brighten Powder Foundation, which this one here, I've hit pan. Like, I've probably got like maybe 1 or 2 more days with this one and it's done. Like, I go through so many of these. This is a fabulous powder foundation and this is a fabulous bronzer. So this is the bronzer that I think I'm going to use for most of the summer. The other bronzer that I have in my collection that is fairly affordable, it's still a take it. Dang it. She totally did. It's the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I know where it is. It's in Stella's room, right behind me here. But yeah, that's another great affordable bronzer that is definitely worth checking out. But listen, if you're willing to give Laura Geller a chance, she has a there's always sales on her websites. These products are baked onto terracotta tiles, and they start out their life as a cream, and then once they're baked, they become hard, obviously, but they just feel so creamy on the skin. Telling you, this is worth checking out. If you need new bronzer, you should check that out. Lastly, let's talk lips. So I want to share the 2 different lip combos that I have done this week. So it's been either of these 2 here, but the key has been the lip liner. I have used the lip liner with both. The effect is slightly different from the 2. This is the ColourPop Lippie. I think it's called the Lippie pencil or Lippie. It's not the Lippie stick. I think it's the Lippie pencil. This is the shade Oh Snap. Now, you can see she's getting short and stubby, so this is one that you have to sharpen. But the color, if you need the perfect pinky nude that just blends right into your lips, doesn't drag, doesn't feel uncomfortable on the lips if you're filling in your lips completely, you need to check this out. This is super affordable, and this color, it's one of those great everyday shades that you don't have to think about. So what I've been doing is lining my lips, filling them in, and then doing either of these 2 options here. This right here is actually a lip balm, or a gloss balm, if you will. This is the Paula's Choice Pro Collagen Peptide Gloss Balm. So this has peptides in it. The skin on your lips is, it's skin. You should be treating it. Treat it kindly. So I really like the fact that there are some peptides in this formulation, but I find this to be a really hydrating lip balm. So on days where I just mostly want to have this like Oh Snap shade popping through, if I just want a natural kind of pinky nude lip, I've just been using a little bit of this gloss over top, which again hydrates my lips, gets, you know, those good for you skincare ingredients into that lip area as well. I cannot say enough good things about this particular gloss balm. It's really, really lovely. But if you want just a little bit more color, and this is what I have on my lips right now. I've gotten some questions on some videos where I've had this lip combo. So if you've asked, this is what it is. It's these 2 things right here. This is the Tower 28 lip gloss in the shade, I lost the little thing off the bottom, but I'm pretty sure it's XOXO. I'll confirm that in the description box. But this shade here, which looks crazy bright, it's not really, it's more of like a see-through, like pink jelly type of shade. So I'll just kind of show you by, yeah, look at that. It's not, I don't have clown lips, right? They're not insanely bright. I am someone who's still not very comfortable with a brighter lip, but this is kind of my way of starting to embrace a slightly brighter lip with this slight pop of color that I get from this. But I just really love this particular combo. I think it's really pretty. I think it's a good everyday color, and I think it's a good kind of slightly brighter summertime color for me. So yeah, I really love this particular gloss. It is a thinner formulation. When it comes to lip glosses, I go one of 2 ways. I either like a really thick gloss, like the City Beauty lip gloss, or I like a really thin formulation like the Tower 28 here. If you've never tried these, they're worth the splurge. I'm telling you, these are great lip glosses. My other favorite shade that also goes really well with this Oh Snap Lippie pencil here, if you are looking for a true like pinky nude lip, look how well these go together. Like they basically almost look like the exact same color. This is the shade Pistachio. Now Tower 28 does have some lip liners. I've never tried them, but I don't know. I feel like this one from ColourPop is super affordable and just really comfortable on the lips. So this is the one that I will repurchase once I finish this one here, which probably should happen somewhat quickly. I mean, it is one that you have to sharpen. So yeah, I'll be finished with this here soon. But anyway, that has been my lip combo, and or my 2 different lip combos that I've done for this week, and they're just really comfortable and easy. So if you're looking for something, might I suggest either of those options there. But that's everything that I have for you today. Really appreciate you guys being here. Let me know if you have any questions. Don't forget to let me know what you are loving this past week in the comments down below. Subscribe if you are new, and also give this video a big old thumbs up for the YouTube algorithm. All right, I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Take care. Toodaloo.